Look around you. What do you see? I see a world full of hate, discrimination, violence, and indifference. But I also see generations of young children and teens filled with hope, dreams, and love, willing to do things differently. It is time to take up the mantle of change, for this is our time. It is time for the younger generations to take over the world with our imagination. It is time for us, the youth, to change the world. Now more than ever, we must speak up so that our voices are heard. It is time for our ideas to be taken under consideration, because only like this, real change will come. It's a lie that only when we grow up we will be able to make things differently than past generations have. It is now, as a 5th grader, or a 6th grader, or a high schooler or university student, that we must start taking action. Because being young lets us take risks that we wouldn't do otherwise. So let's actually go and try to change the system. We are hurting our planet, our only home. We are not doing enough to protect, to take care of Mother Earth. They say that climate change, overpopulation, food shortage, water shortage, wars, corruption are some of the things that we as future leaders of the world will face. Well, those who say that are wrong. These are not problems that we will face as future leaders. Instead, they are issues that we must start acting upon as current youth. Because remember, the future starts today, not tomorrow.
It is time to start participating, to start speaking, to start getting involved. I remember I once dreamed of being a superhero, one that had superpowers to help people and make the world a better place. I am sure many of you have had this dream too. Let me tell you something, never ever give that dream up, because being a hero is possible. Usually, as you grow older, you start leaving those kind of dreams behind. I tell you, not this time. But how can you become a hero in real life? How can you as a 5th grader actually make a change? Let me start by saying this. Real change does not come overnight. You must work for it years and years. But the sooner you start, the better. One day you will grow up and become doctors, musicians, scientists, and also politicians. But whatever you become, make sure you are always speaking up the injustices that you see, the things that you believe must be changed. That is our role as members of a society, as responsible citizens. 2018 will be a very important year for our country, Mexico. Presidential elections are coming. Huge changes will come for our country, both good and bad. I, along with millions of other Mexicans, will go out to the streets and vote for our next leader, the same way you will when you are older. But you don't have to be 18 to vote or become a leader. Maybe you do to elect the leader of a country, but as a 5th grader, you will also get plenty of opportunities of participating in elections or even running for elections yourself. In the real world, politics and campaigning tend to be very dirty. Lots of corruption and lying is involved. Sometimes even us, the citizens, lose faith in the people that represent us. But what if I told you that being a politician, being a representative of the people, could be the greatest honor there is in the world? It could be the greatest honor when acting and deciding with ethics and values, honesty, respect, empathy, among others. And it is essential to act only when the people you represent will be benefited by your actions and not the other way around. Dear 5th graders, you are about to start one of the greatest journeys any person will ever be part of. You will start to live and experience the world of politics and citizen responsibility. Some of you will eventually run for campaigns where you will convince people to vote for you. And it is important that when you promote yourself, you do so only with the truth, without promising things that you will not be able to fulfill. This is essential in the world of politics. On the other hand, all of you will be voting to elect a representative, someone that represents you and takes everyone under consideration when acting. And remember, the most important element in a democracy is that your vote is personal. It is secret, and you are free to elect the person that you feel represents you and your community the most. Don't let others influence your decisions, and don't try to influence the vote of others. Never run for a public office, whether it is now as a fifth grader or later on, if you only seek personal benefit. Only run for a public office if you love your country, if you love your community, if you love people, and if you believe that something can be done to improve conditions anywhere. And let me be very clear, everyone has the right to participate. Everyone has the right to speak. Everyone has the right to give their opinion. But most importantly, everyone has the opportunity of becoming a leader. Because that is what the world needs. Good, determined, and well-instructed leaders, eager to make a change. I was once where you are right now, and since that age, I dreamed of one day changing the world. I am currently a university student in the United States, and I still have the same dream of changing the world. And I am working on that dream by getting involved, by running for public offices both in high school and now in college, by questioning, by speaking what I think, but always with respect, honesty, empathy, and having the interest of everyone in mind. As leaders, you will have hundreds of obstacles, and there will be people that will try to tell you that change isn't possible or that you should give up. A true representative of the people will overcome any obstacle and will always work harder and harder to correctly represent their community. Our generation, our generation of youth must stop thinking as individuals and we must start thinking and acting as a species. Dear fifth graders, it is your turn to start turning your dreams into reality and start actively participating, being responsible citizens, being leaders, changing the world.